Hi, it's Nancy welcoming you to Gardens Grow. The garden is almost gone for this year, but there's still some pretty color every once in a while. But of course it's also mixed in with a lot of things that have given up. And I think I have everything covered that I'm going to cover. I think I have everything brought in that I'm going to bring in. So I think it's ready to let it go ahead and go dormant. And of course some of it will die. And I've got several seeds, but I have not yet got all the seeds I want. I hope to have some more time to get a few more seeds. And I don't know whether to take off my little protective cover off of this little holly bush, holly berry bush. So, but I imagine the rabbits would probably like to eat this in winter too, since it stays green. But I'm not sure about that, but I sure don't want them eating it up on me. And this little plant is my catmint, and just look how pretty it still is, so green and bright amongst all the dead stuff in the garden. Even though there is a little bit of lingering color, you can see that the leaves are going off of the trees. It won't be long till they're all gone, and it'll just be gray and bare. I'm ready for that, actually. I hope you're ready too. I hope you have a wonderful winter where we can all get some rest and our gardens can get some rest. But I didn't want you to miss out on some of the beauty in the garden right now, even though it's all going dormant and all going to die for the winter. It'll be back from the root, so that's one good thing. And then the things that are just annuals, we will have to plant those again next year, but it'll be fun. We'll be going to the nurseries and places where all the pretty flowers and plants are sold, and be starting all over again. And also, I've told you that this winter I want to see if I can write my book. I also want to get my cataract surgery behind me, and hopefully all will go well. Pray for me, if you will, that all will go well. I'm going to try to expect that it will, and just hope that that's what happens. Look at this lovely Arkansas star plant. It's really at its prettiest right now that it ever has been anyway. And I imagine that probably will be its prettiest, because I don't think it will be long now before it will totally be gone. I'll just take a little look from this side for you too. Isn't that pretty? I need to get things around it a little more pretty so it can really shine. But the mums were beautiful, as you know, but they're no longer beautiful. It's going. Things are just going, and that's just nature and the way it should be. Look at this beautiful color on the weeping willow tree. But I got so much done on my book last winter that I was hoping that I might get it finished this winter, but I'm not sure how that's going to work, because I'm sure that having the cataract surgery will put me behind some, and probably other things that will happen along the way too. So I'll just have to wait and see how things will be. So actually, I guess I should tell you goodbye for the winter, but please don't forget to keep looking at some of the posts that you haven't already seen, and see how the garden has grown and changed through the season, through the years. And if the good Lord is willing, I will be back next next spring at some point and show you what the garden's doing again next year. And if I have time and feel that I'm able to do it, I may come out and do a few more clipping back some things. I won't clip back the mums till spring because I've heard that helps them to come back each year, and I like it that they come back each year. I love perennials that come back for you, but I would always want, if I could afford it, to also have some annuals, because as you know, the annuals keep going all in their bloom. The perennials usually have a short bloom time, or maybe for a perennial a long bloom time if they bloom around, 3 weeks or something like that. But the annuals will just keep on blooming until they die and then come back from seeds. Lots of the annuals will come back from seed. And I'll be out here in the spring, if I have the health to do it, and clip back all this old dead stuff that I don't get clipped back. We're still in the process. My husband is helping me with the irises by trimming them down with the weed eater, which helps a lot, but he misses some because those iris blades are a little bit hard to get all of it. So I'll have to come behind him with the scissors and clip the ones out that he couldn't get to, or the ones that are mixed around in with other things that he can't get to with a weed eater. But it helps a great amount. I have literally done every one of the irises that I have with the scissors before. That is not a chosen way to do anything, or to do the iris for sure. But they do work much better to take them down while they still have some green and a little stiffness to them, so that they're just not just laying there like a little limp rag, and it makes it much harder to clip them off. But I will be grateful to let some of this go now. I've just got to get busy, and I have been busy doing my cooking for my sister's Thanksgiving reunion. I always love that time. I love being with my family. I love my family. I know they love me, and it's just a great day to get to go and be together and feel all that family love. And I'm still expecting for some surprise lilies to come up over here, because they put up the little green and now it's gone, so they'll probably put up a stalk and have some pretty surprise lilies on that too. But I may be wrong. They may wait until next year to do that. But when I tell you bye, I'm hoping that it will just be a see you later, and get back with you probably in a few months. But we will see how that will work, how God will lead me, and what I will get done. And hopefully I'll get the book done and get back in the garden. But if that doesn't happen, I'll just do it as soon as I can. I love it that these little roses made a little showing for me to show you something beautiful. So I will be seeing you. Take care and enjoy your winter. Remember the beautiful impatiens. These were a bright pink. They are gone. Most, but not all, of the color of the mums are gone. And I noticed this little salvia, how bright and beautiful it is when everything around it is dead, practically dead. The sun shining on the plants are kind of like an example of God's sun shining in our lives. It lights us up and makes us better. Makes us feel better and know that we have a value in our life and that somebody cares for us. It's a wonderful feeling. And look here what I'm seeing. A little verbena bloom decided to show off for you today. I'm glad I got to see that. Please be sure to like and to subscribe to the channel.